Hi Marie, how are you? Can you hear me okay? Whoops, I just blew up my screen. Now I can't see chat. Yes, okay, awesome. Oh, I did it again. Okay, I just want to move that up. Okay. Sewing. Oh, what are you sewing? Costume for daughter's concert. Okay. For like school concert. She's a puppet. What's the costume of? Skirt with patches. Oh, okay, that's cute. Uh-oh. Oh, stuck to the glass. Oh, like a rag doll. Oh, that's cute. What's the play? Is it a play? Like a... What's it called? Oh. I think your mum bought a whole bunch of them off me a couple of years ago. I've got one in the oven that's baking. We need arms. My whole school Christmas concert, each class does a dance to a song. The theme this year is circus. So Sarah's dancing to Fun House. Oh, let me entertain you. Okay. Now it needs some buttons. Hi Donna. Hi sweetie, how you doing? I haven't seen you in chat for ages. I think I might do red. I'll find 3 red ones for buttons. Yay, I'm glad you caught me live too. She gave you one. She gave one to Sarah and I a few months back. I have to find them. Okay, she bought a whole heap of them. I think she bought most of them, if not all of them, that I had last year or the year before. And there's like 30 I made that year. I didn't know who she was giving them to. Now I need some hair, so I'm gonna make hair. Oh, I've got some here. I'll make hair. Almost forgot how to go live. I didn't know what I was doing when I was setting it up. I was like, what do I push? Just making a thin snake for the hair and then cut up into pieces. Yeah, mine are wonky too. They're not perfect. I'm not perfect at them. I made a Grim Reaper one year. I can't redo that because I don't know how I made it. I don't know if your mum bought that one or not. I think it was a different lady that bought the Grim Reaper that I made. He was really good. Like, he turned out really well, considering I didn't know what I was doing and I was new at polymer clay at the time. He turned out pretty good. And my husband said, when I said to my husband, oh, what should I make? He said, make another Grim Reaper. Do you remember how you made it? And I said, no. I don't know. I think I Googled a photo and then I just kind of, made it from the photo. But even if I did that now, I probably wouldn't make it the same. Yeah, a scary Grim Reaper. Yep. Yep. He was had like a white skull face, and he had a black clay cloak, and I don't really remember much else. He had no eyes. It was just like the skull part. I thought I did a pretty good job on him, but to redo it, I don't think I can. Plus, we don't celebrate Halloween or anything like that, so... But that was before I had a pretty good following on Facebook for my where I used to sell my stuff. Did you see, I don't know if it's true or not, but it was on Facebook, so it could be a false thing, about the Northern Territory government passed legislation about you don't have to have, or they won't have, mother and father, sister and brother on the birth certificate. I thought that was just weird. Why wouldn't you have who your mother and father, like, you're just going to have, like, names, but not who they are, like, I'm like, wow. Because it's going to be, like, gender neutral kind of thing. I was like, oh, my goodness, like, how do you not have who your parents are on there? I mean, wouldn't you want to have... I mean, I don't know. I was just like really surprised. Oh. Yeah, it is. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say about it, because I know, there's people that agree with that, but how do you not have who your mum and dad is on your birth certificate? I mean, I suppose it wouldn't matter as much for your sister and your brother on there, but Your parents at least? No, I don't know. I don't know what we're coming to. I was hoping because it was on Facebook that it might be false, but it was a news thing, a news article thing, so I presume it was true. Like a guy actually reporting on it. Alright, that's the hair done for that one. Now I'm gonna make a hat and red. And I'm going to cut off a bit of this red because the one that's cooking in the oven, I did the whole, like a quarter block, and the hat was touching the top of my oven, so I had to sort of squash it down a little bit because these guys are actually bigger than the elves that I usually make. I don't know why I made the heads, these are the heads, and I made them bigger. And I didn't have anything like any other ones to go by, and I think I just, accidentally made them bigger, and now I have to make everything, bigger. So now they're taller when they sit in the oven because I use a toaster oven. Hi Susan. Hi Sweetie, how you doing? Yeah, I don't know, Marie, if all the states are doing it. I know WA had a weird thing going on as well, and yesterday I saw the Northern Territory thing, and I thought, oh boy. I don't know if they do it in America, Susan. Do they have gender neutral birth certificates in America? Or do they still print who your brother and sister is, like on there it says brother, sister, mother, father? Because they're doing away with that in the Northern Territory here. I don't know. Oh. Tired. Went shopping. Craft supplies, Christmas stuff. What did you get? Groceries. Groceries is boring, but and this is for the hat. Basically what you do for these is make little cones for everything. So you roll it into a circle and then you roll it into like a cone. And then I pinch it from the bottom to make like an indent in there. You just pinch it. That's how you do the skirt as well. Normal birth certificate only has parents and the baby. Heard about the gender. Yeah. The gender garbage. Yeah, it is. It's just getting silly. I mean, I just don't understand. I don't understand why why you need to change it. So this is the hat. I'll make it a little bit bigger. You guys can't see, but that's what it looks like. And then I'm just gonna give it a pom-pom. and bend this down. I'm going to put a spiral around it, so I need baby wipes to wipe that. Oh my god, I pulled out 100. I didn't need one. I pulled out like 20. I have to wipe your hands because the red clay rubs off onto your skin. Some of the other colours don't do that. The excuse me, the gold doesn't do it. The white, I don't think does it, and the pink doesn't do it. But the red seems to have a lot more pigment in it, and it just stains your hands. So if you go and rub your hands into another clay, it will transfer. So sorry, got a tickle. Had to get staples, tape runner, paper doilies, file folders. Oh, yeah. No, the things you can't live without. Thanks, Donna. I am making a note. I'm making an elf. I'm making elves this time. Polymer clay elves. Ugh. You see how pink I don't know if you can see it, but it's pink now, the wet one. So you just need to clean your hands, and then now you have to dry them off a bit after you use red. I don't have the issue with green, and the skin tone obviously doesn't do it, but red does. I'm going to go check the oven and see if the other little guy is ready, and bring him out here if he is. Hang on 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. He is ready. He is baked, but he's really hot and I can't pick him up. So we'll just wait for him to cool down, and then I'll bring him in and show you how he turned out. I'm gonna make a swirl around the hat, and I'm gonna use white for that. I'm actually mixing 2 different clays here, so I'm hoping that the temperature that I put them in at will be okay. I played around with some of the polymer clay, but put it back in the bag. You haven't baked anything? There's always instructions on the packet on like the temperatures and that. And you guys in America will have to have different temperatures than what it tells us, I think, because you guys go with Fahrenheit. So I don't know if that changes anything for temperature wise, or whether it just converts from one to the other. I'm about to clean and tidy the craft desk. Oh, it's a good idea. Then you can have a nice clean desk to start again. It's just usually ugly. What is your polymer clay project? But the more you practice, the better you'll get, right? Has anybody watched the Christmas Chronicles on Netflix? That is a good movie with Kurt Russell. I saved it for December. Hubby and I watched it the other night. I need to put some eyeballs in. I'm just going to use some black seed beads. No, nobody's watched the Christmas Chronicles. You guys need to watch it. It's funny. These are Chinese seed beads, so they're not usually even, like the thickness, the width of them. But I tried to choose two that's roughly the same. Hang on, need to turn it around. I give it little eye marks, like, I don't know, where's the camera? See how I give it like little eye marks, so it has cute eyes, cute eye look, a cute eye look. And then I need something for the nose. And I'll make its mouth like that. So that's how his face looks. Like that. The camera did a better job at focusing the first time. Oh, I don't want to focus now. Oh, either way. And then I'm going to add a bit of eyeshadow. I didn't do that on the other one because I forgot. So I'm just going to do that with a brush. Now it has pink cheeks. Oh, thanks. That was funny. And I'm going to stick the hat down now so that hopefully it won't touch the top of my oven like the other one did. And I have to pull the skirt down a bit so that it levels out from the feet, and it doesn't fall backwards, because if I don't level it out, it'll topple backwards because its head's heavy. And that one's ready to go in the oven now, but I'm just going to put it over here. And actually I'm going to put a bit of red around the skirt. Oh, thanks, Susan. These are really easy though. I don't know, you're funny. These are easy though, because it's all you're doing is rolling everything into a ball and then making it into a, by pushing down on one side and making it into a cone shape. All these things are made into a cone shape, so it's not like you have to make 100 different shapes. It's all one shape that you just that's not long enough, that you just make into the different parts. It's just easy because it's all the same shape. So see how I rolled that into a cone? That's all you do. You roll everything into like a cone. So even the arms and the feet, everything. It's not easy to get the right expression on their faces. Oh yeah, it took me a while. My first couple that I did, I'm not good with faces. To make it look realistic, I can't do that. I can't do, a nose that actually looks like a nose, and the realistic stuff. No, I can't do that. But when I first tried them out, I tried to do that, and it looked really weird. And I thought, okay, well, how about I'll just do simple shapes and see how that works. And I figured that using seed beads for their eyes gives them a lot cuter eyes than if I was to try and put clay, because some people use clay for their eyes. Oh, come on. Some people use clay, but if you put seed beads, then you have more of the shape's not distorted as much when you use clay for their eyes. So oh, look at that. That was a perfect amount. It actually was exactly the right amount. Huh, that's funny. Alright, so she's done. Put a little trim around her skirt. Next. So we'll start with a skirt. And again, I need to clean my hands, otherwise I'll get been doing a red hat with a green skirt, so I'm going to see if I can find a different colour. I don't know, I might do a different colour combo and choose a blue maybe. Let's see if this blue looks good. Oh, I did a witch. I actually did a witch. Same concept as the elves, except it was black hat and a pointy nose and a mole on its nose and the same kind of mouth as on the elves. But yeah, I did a witch. No, the beads don't fall out. No, because you push them into the clay. Oh, well, at least they haven't fallen out for me. So I ran out of bobbin thread, but was sewing for like 2 minutes before I realised I hate that. Obviously, you don't have a machine, Marie, where you see the bobbin at the top. You're like me, and it's at the side, and you can't see. I want a machine where I can see my bobbin. No, oops, don't like the shape of that. My nephew came over yesterday. He's going to be putting together, I've got car parts in the backyard of, I don't know what it's called. You know that car that's from the kids' movie Cars? The one that looks like a ute or a lorry? And it's all like rusty. He's making one of those, a real one. He's putting one together. No, I can see my bobbin, the material goes over the window, so it doesn't help. Yeah. But you obviously didn't check it. Oh, that's funny. He didn't check it to see how much thread was in there, though. Madder? Oh, that's his name? Well, my nephew's making a real madder in my backyard, so that's going to be interesting. And the poor bugger actually just cut his finger with an angle grinder. He actually took off his finger, so it was all flopping. Apparently the doctor put it back on, and I'm like, oh no. And he did that at work, and he still wants to work on his car. I'm like, oh my god. And then yesterday he was at the back and he said, ow. And I'm like running over and I'm like, what? What did you do? Oh. Hi, Vicky. All good. I'm going to put the head on here first. The head on there, and then put that in there like that. Ouch, yeah, Marie. Yeah, he's not a kid anymore. He's well, how old is he? 43? No, 42. He's 42. He's 3 years younger than me. That I'm actually his aunt. But yeah. So he's got that project going on. is coming back today, later on this afternoon, to bring some pieces of wood, because he's going to start laying he wants to lay a concrete base on the ground so that he's got a concrete to work on, because my backyard's got grass. Easy Marie. Yeah, I'm excited, because the last time my nephew had a car in my backyard, he didn't do anything. He was supposed to be doing it up, and he didn't do anything. He just sat there and sat there and sat there, and ended up going to the wreckers. And it was one of those old Holdens, the ones that look sort of square, rectangular, you know, the old ones. And it was a really nice car, but he was supposed to be doing it up, and he just never did. Now that he's older and he's married, I think he's more into it now than he was when he was younger. And I actually work on it this time, and I'm going to record it. I'm actually going to record. I asked him yesterday, I said, can I record it? I've got a great idea. I want to record it and put it on my other YouTube channel, which isn't craft related or anything like that. Your hubby puts electrical tape on his injuries. Oh, yeah, but this one, he actually chopped it off. It was hanging off, and yuck. He had to go to he spent 2 days in hospital. Cut the tip of his finger off on the flywheel, and blood is everywhere. He grabs an old rag and kept working. Oh my goodness. Yeah, my nephew said he didn't even feel it. He said he saw blood all over the machine, and then all over the wall, and he's like looking around to see where the blood's coming from, because he didn't even feel it. I was like, it is kind of like that. Yay, Robin, hi. How you doing, sweetie? When I cut my finger here, I don't know if you can see that I've got a scar there. I was fruit picking grapes, and they give you a really sharp little knife, and you're supposed to cut the vine and drop the grapes. Well, they didn't tell us how to do it, and I was grabbing the vine at the top and cutting, so I cut my finger, sliced the top of my finger off with the picking knife. And again, I was like my nephew, I had no idea where the blood, I was just looking at the grapes going, why are they bleeding? Like, what's going on? And then I looked at my hand and noticed I cut myself. I actually didn't feel it. So maybe it depends on how sharp your tools are. I don't know. Or maybe it runs in the family that we don't feel our injuries. I don't know. But anyway, he said ow yesterday, and I'm like, oh my God, be careful. I don't want to have to call an ambulance. He wasn't actually doing anything. Alright, so now hair, some more hair. I'm going to go get that guy out of the oven, the other elf, out of the oven, so I can show you guys. So here's the other one. That's the other one I made before I started the live stream. I don't know why the camera doesn't want to focus. It's so silly. It's a HD camera. Yeah, anyway, you get the idea. So that's that one. He's all baked. Yeah. Right, Susan. Oh. Thanks, Robin. So yeah, so he's making. What did you say the car's name was? Matter from the Cars movie. was making one of those, real one, and I've got, I don't know what the car parts are called, but I've got the top of the two tops of the car and the bottom bit with the wheels in my and a windscreen and a seat and I don't know, whatever else in the backyard. So I'm going to record it as he starts building it. I decided that it would be good if I actually recorded the stuff and put it on my other channel, because my other channel is like a vlogging channel, Matter, yeah. And I figured I can put it on there, and it will give me some content for that channel. And it'd be interesting to see how it's all come along to the finished project. I think that would be a good idea. And he agreed to it, so that's good. Oh, I didn't make feet yet. I have to make feet. I don't know. I think I might do red feet, red shoes. But I'll put his hair on now that I've got hair. Some more of this. I am making yes, I'm making 5. I've made one before, that one's baked, and then I'm making 4 more. Yeah, well, he hasn't started yet. He's just got the parts at the moment in my backyard. He's going to put a slab of concrete down first, so he can put the car on that and work on there, because I've only got grass. And but I will record it and share. Yeah, I'll share the link when I start recording it. Yeah, because it's on my other channel. It will be on my other channel. Oops. Ooh. If you wanted to production line your elves, what you could do is roll all your balls out, make them all into the shape you need, and instead of doing it, like I'm doing it, doing the hair, doing the body for one, you would do all the heads, all the arms, and then you just put them together, which is probably what I should have done. But oh well. And I don't think my nephew would be shy to be on the camera either, so he'll probably explain what he's doing, like, you know what I mean. It'd be interesting to see it come together, because he has to lower it as well, but he's got an engineer to come out and tell him, you know, what the proper, how far, you know, he has to be up off the ground so that it's legal. Because I said to him, oh, because he said to me yesterday, he was showing me how low it has to go, and I said, oh, is that legal to be that low? And he said, yeah, that's what the engineer's for, so that he checks with him to make sure that it's the right legal height off the ground. So that's good. Oops, stuck. I'll just chop this one in half and just do 2 of these. Okay. That's right, Susan. It doesn't dry out. This stuff in this bag, I just store it in, if I don't have the original packaging, because this came in a box, I just store it in a plastic bag. And this stuff is actually pre-cut into slabs. I cut it into slabs, and it doesn't dry out. It just sits there like that, ready for whatever. And yeah, and if you're not finished with a project, you just leave it for a couple of days or whenever, come back to it, and it won't be dry. You can start wherever you left off. The only problem that I find, if you leave something out, you want to make sure that you don't have a dog or a cat or something that's going to get hair all over it, because hair will stick to it, and then you'll be picking off hair. Can acrylic paint blended to polymer clay for different colours? If not, how do you add colour? I haven't blended paint, and I don't think, because it would make it watery, I don't think that you can blend it with acrylic paint. But this clay is already, you buy it in different colours. But if you wanted to, say, buy one colour and change the colour of it, I would say use mica powder, or something like, paint it after it's baked. You could paint it with acrylic paint after it's baked, or yeah, I think that's the only way you could do it, really, to change your colour. Okay, so now I need feet. I'm going to do red shoes. I was going to say something and it's just like, phew, gone. I don't know what I was going to say now. It was something to do with the clay, but I can't remember now. Totally lost it. Yeah, don't know. But I'll let you know if I remember what I was going to say. Oh. That one's a bit bigger. And again, I'm making a cone shape for the shoes. I finished my 15 folded cards. Yep, 15. They are folded. Awesome. Oh, lost your shoe. Oh, that was good. And again, I have to clean my fingers because I'm going to transfer red to the blue, and I don't want that. Ugh. Alright, now my hands are relatively not red. Which folded cards did you make? Like that. Now, buttons. I'm going to do buttons. There's a toothpick. Might give you green buttons. No, that doesn't stand out. White. Push that one in a bit far, never mind. The clay's a bit softer. Not polymer clay, Sculpey clay is really soft, but if you use the other brand, the Aussie brand, it's not that soft. It's a bit firmer, but it just depends what you like. Well, now I need a hat. And if I want to do another red hat, see, I have this clay as well. This is not Sculpey, it's Montmartre or something. It's polymer clay, but it's a firmer clay than the Sculpey. Is really soft and squishy. Yeah. Might use this clay for the hat. Well, it's not going to be very matchy if I use that. I'm going to use it anyway. Oh, those ones. They're actually really easy. You should have found it really easy by the time you finished, what, 15, did you say? You should have been doing it with your eyes shut by that time. Did you see the new card I made? Uploaded yesterday. The TP Christmas one that looks like a Christmas tree, kind of. Now see how this is really hard. Polymer, not polymer. Sculpey is not hard like this. This is hard. This is actually hurting my hands. I would use my pasta machine, but I didn't get it out. It depends on your clay to but if I was to do intricate stuff after I warm this up, after I work it and it warms up, it will be easier to work with than the squishy stuff. The 15th was just as hard as the first. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, well that one, that card, the TP one, that's easy. I mean, it does have a couple of, folds. It uses 3 pieces of cardstock that you have to put together, but it's easy. It's not as twisty and turny as the other one. Oh, this is taking forever. Oh. Nope, not looking at any more cards. I'm still recovering from the first 15. Well, these are really cute. They stand up. They stand up and look awesome. I made 2 of them. This clay doesn't want to warm up for me. It's called conditioning the clay when you do this, but I'm not using this because it's I've got sore hands now. I'm going to use Sculpey because it's not as hard on my hands. If I had my pasta machine out, I would use that, but I don't have it out and I can't be bothered getting it out. This is Sculpey, so I'm going to use this green instead. It's like a vibrant green. I don't know what it's called. What's it called? Granny Smith. Oh, there you go. I haven't seen any Granny Smiths that look like that, but I'm going to use that. It looks more like a fluoro to me. The Sculpey is much squishier. I don't say that in every video. You guys are funny. It's probably why people leave me thumbs down, because I turn around and go, oh, it's easy. And they don't think it is. Oh, whatever. Oh. Alright, so we roll it into a ball, then we roll it into a cone. What am I making? A hat, right. Alright. So I painted my 2 rooms that I was painting, and they look pretty awesome, even if I do say so myself. The walls are grey and the ceiling is white. And then I've replaced all the pictures that I had up with different pictures. And I'm gonna turn this one a little bit. And go like that. Something like that. And is that big enough for your head? Oh. Yeah, that's what it is. Alrighty. Alright, so I think I'm going to put a red ball on the tip of that. You can add, to polymer clay, you can add glitter if you want to put glitter, not too much, but if you want to put glitter in to make your clay glittery. And I'm going to make dots on this one. Make little spots on the hat instead of doing the swirl like I did on the other hat. I'm gonna make little dots. You've been working, but it's all done and it smells fresh. It's so worth it. Yeah, it does. I like the smell of paint. It's actually not that bad. It wasn't a very strong paint, so because they have like the low odor paint now, and that's what we bought. And my husband complained a little bit, but not too much. Because I did all the painting without him. He was at work while I painted, so he can't complain too much. And then now that it's dry, and I can barely smell it now. And I'm looking for what? I'm looking for something that I didn't get out. I'm going to use this stylus tool to add these dots onto this hat. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, it looks a bit like the Grinch green. Uh-oh. That one turned into a mess because it's so soft and squishy. Oh, fixed it. One more. Okay. And hopefully it's not too tall for the oven. I'll make it go down a little bit. Awesome. When I had my daughter, we painted her room and the paint smelled like baby powder. Wow. A special edition set. Wow. That would be nice to inhale. I wouldn't mind that at all. But like I said, I don't mind the smell of paint anyway. If you ever paint another wall, it'll be a mixed media piece. Wow. I don't think I could do that, because what if I don't like it? What if I don't like it? And I'll put mixed media stuff all over it, and then I have to... Oh boy. "26. Nathan's 20. I told him I have to paint his room next. He's got blue walls at the moment, light blue. And because when he was little, he was 3 when we moved into the house here, and he was all into Blue's Clues. And you know how the dog was blue, and then they came out with these wall stickers, and they had paw prints, and they had blue, and they had Blue the dog, and it was all blue. So I made his walls a different shade of blue, and so that the blue would blend, and it looked really, really cute. But now that he's 20, it's kind of like we need to paint the room. Oh, he believes. Well, that's all right. As long as he believes, that's fine. I wouldn't believe in myself, though. And then I'd be the one that'd have to, you know, deconstruct it and repaint the wall. So that's way too much effort for me, because a lot of my stuff is not... it goes in the bin a lot. So I don't trust myself to do that. I'd have to fix it, and that'd be way too much effort. I'm putting the eyeballs in now. Oh, she got stuck. One eyeball. Uh-oh, her eyeball's crooked. She's lopsided eyeball. Let's fix it. And one more. Yeah. And then I give them that cute eye look. So I have to turn her upside down to give her that cute eye look with the pin. And then flip it back over. And I need a piece for the nose. I painted a ribbon from one end of my hall to the other. Another house I painted about 1,000 roses all over the hall, all over both sides. Wow. Like folk art flowers, folk art style. I wouldn't mind learning folk art. That nose is way too big, kind of like mine. Way too big. Let's try it again. Do you have a photo, Susan, that you could share in the group with the girls and I? We'd all love to see it. They'd have to be massive dickers, Robin. He has a mouth and eyeballs, or she, and he's facing away, like sideways. His head's not straight forward. I don't know whether to call it a him or her. I might just do one more dot on its hat, because it's missing something right at the front here. Oh, squishy. squishy. There. Couldn't sleep, so I'd paint. I might have some pictures. Yay! Yay for pictures. A tribute all to your son. He's still got stars on his wall, like from when he was little. You know, the ones that glow in the dark. On his, not wall, on his ceiling. There you go, that's what that one looks like. Ooh, got the sneezes. Oh, I have to make it so that it doesn't fall over, you have to pull down the back a little bit so it sits up, because the feet give it more dimension at the front, and then it'll topple over because its head's heavy at the back. So that's those guys. I think that one's going to be too tall. I think it's going to hit its head. I might have to, because its hat's a lot higher than the other one, to bring the hat down a bit like that. Hopefully that'll be okay. Oh, I'm going to go and put those guys in the oven, and then we've got 2 more to do. Do you want to watch me make 2 more, or do you want me to just, I mean, you know how to make them now, so that's that guy. He's all cooked. So if I wanted to paint this guy, I could paint him now because he's been baked, but because I used coloured clay, I don't need to bake him. I don't need to paint him. Oh, okay. Oh, well, hopefully you've got some photos that you can share, Susan, because we'd love to see. Rob, your son had those on his ceiling too. Oh, I think all the little kids had them at one stage, didn't they? 20 minutes I bake them for, but the packaging will tell you how long you have to bake them for. I think it's 15 minutes per 1/4 inch thickness. So yeah, I bake them for about 20 and they turn out perfectly fine. I've baked them for longer and they crack. So I bake them for 20 minutes. This one doesn't have any cracks in it. Usually if I bake it for too long, the skin tone will have cracks in it. So, but I think it might depend also on the oven, what kind of oven you have, what kind of oven you're using. You're happy to watch them get made? Okay, well, I'm going to just go run these guys into the oven, which sounds terrible, because they look, oh no, I didn't put any, almost forgot to put his cheeks on. You need to put, oh, nearly forgot, because I forgot with the first one. And you can't really add, where's my brush? Oh, you can't really add the eyeshadow or the mica powder after baking. You need to add it before, because otherwise it won't stick. So I'm just going to add a bit of, this is eyeshadow, human eyeshadow. There. Oh, that's cute. Can you rebake the clay if you see? Yes, you can. Yep, you can. And you can also add to your baked clay. So if you've baked something and you see that it's broken or something breaks off, like if you're handling it after you've baked it and you accidentally break something off it, you can use this Sculpey Bacon Bond. You put a bit of this and then reattach it and put it back in the oven, and it will fix it for you. Bakeable adhesive for oven baked clay. You can also use it in between clay while it's not baked, unbaked clay. So if I wanted to glue something, say for instance the head to the neck, I can add some of this in between and then bake it, and it will act like a glue. But without the heat they will die. So this is something that will work either way. If you've baked your clay or not baked your clay, you can use this, but then you have to bake your clay, if you know what I mean. So yeah, because I've had pieces where I've knocked it, and for instance the hat's broken off or something, I'll use that, reattach it, and then bake it, and it will glue it. So this guy's got cheeks now. Now I'm going to go bake him. Or her. And then they're going to go in the oven. Look. They're going to go in the oven. I'm going to cook them. I feel like the witch from Hansel and Gretel. Be right back. I swear that one I just made it's got its head sort of cocked to one side, and it's looking at me like, why are you putting me in the oven? Oh, too funny. But they definitely are bigger than the ones I used to make, because their hats touch the top of the oven. But I'm baking with the elements from the bottom, so the heat comes from the bottom and goes up instead of from the top elements and down. Otherwise, if I did it from the top, it would burn them. Whereas I have a baking tray in between the next shelf where I'm baking them on. There's a baking tray underneath that, so the heat hits that first and then bakes the elves. Yeah, Susan, that's right. That's why I use a toaster oven. I don't use my home oven. You can get bigger toaster ovens or smaller ones. Mine's like a medium-ish size, so it's not that big. Whereas I suppose if I was using a home oven, I would have all the space I want, but because I'm using a toaster oven, I don't have it. I've never baked clay in my home oven ever. Right, more elves. I think this head's a bit big. This one's a smaller head than that one, and I'm noticing that I need to clean my hands because I've got clay. Yes, I've made beads. Beads are fun. You can actually buy a baking tray for your beads. I've got that too. I haven't used it, but I've got it. It's like a little metal thing, and it has metal rods, so you put your beads on so they're not sitting on your tile, because if you put it on you put your like a round bead on a tile, it'll have a flat bottom where it's been sitting. So they make these bead racks, so that you like skewer them, and they're in the air, they're raised up. I used to make beads years ago when I was doing like the jewelry stuff. Okay, so I need a skirt. I might make a skirt out of the green I used for the hat. Woo. Welcome back, Vicky. That noise that you hear is my chair shaking. Right, making a skirt. On a journal. These are too big for dangle. Oh, the beads, you mean? Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's a great idea. Alright, now I need shoes. Actually, what I might do is make another skirt for that head. Not that one. Oh, that was too hard. I want to put that one back. Yeah, I'm going to make a purple. I've got this clay is old clay that I was using for something else. As you can see, there's like two colours mixed in there. I'm just going to use that for the skirt of the other one. I actually think there's way too much clay there. Your clay is cream. Well, that's okay. You can paint it after it's baked. And then another toothpick. I'll put the head on first. I've never actually shown anyone how I made these. I don't think there's a tutorial out there because I didn't use one. I just made these up myself. So I've never actually shown anyone. So you guys are seeing this for the first time live. Packs of clay go a long way because it is quite expensive. Yes, it is quite expensive. You buy 2 and get 1 free at Spotlight, and that's how I usually buy them. But I also bought a bunch of them from a lady on Facebook that she was selling off her clay, and I got them for $2 a block instead of $5 a block. Here comes the Mixed Media Elves. You know what? There is something that I want to try, but I need to buy a book to do it because I don't know how it goes together. But it's mixed media clay projects, and the clay the sculpted clay is like $5 a block. Kind of unrelated, but I watched a paper and fabric bead making video where the tube she wrapped the papers of fabric around was a cotton bud. We call them Q-tips. Just cut off the cotton ends. Yeah, well, that's interesting. If you sit at the pool too long, I will mix media you. Live from down under Diana the Elf Maker. I forgot what I was saying again. Oh boy, doesn't take long. I was using buttons. What colour buttons would you like, Mr. Elf? Ooh, there's some gold ones in here, but I can't be bothered trying to pick through to find 3. Buttons. What colour button? Should we use black? Do you want black buttons? I'm gonna put black buttons on that one. Oh, I remembered what I was going to say. But if you purchase the Montmartre brand, this is polymer clay, and it's only $3.50, I think, a block, or could be 4 now, I don't know, but it was $3.50. But it's a lot firmer to squish than the Sculpey. But if you have a pasta machine, it doesn't matter because it does the work for you. That one got stuck to my stick, to my toothpick. Some of these don't have holes. I got stuck to my toothpick as well. I have mixed 2 brands, and if it's conditioned properly, then it seems to work out fine. He wants green buttons. Well, I gave him black ones, so he better not complain. Yes, they are. They're seed beads, yep. Yep, I'm using the seed beads, this little mixed pot, I think I got from Tanya. She didn't send it in the pot, but like the mixed seed beads. And this one needs, I'll do green. I'll do green seed beads on that one, I guess. On the purple skirt, dress, outfit. You don't have to do buttons. It looks perfectly fine without buttons. I never used to put buttons. I just decided, oh, let's add buttons. Feet. Let's do gold feet, shall we? Oh, I've got some over there. Got some here. I couldn't do that. Couldn't leave them in the oven. Bad enough the one that I put in there is looking at me sideways. You had him say green, awesome. Guys haven't even got any mouths and they're talking. That's spooky. I'll just roll up the tip to give them and push that down. And give them a rolled up shoe, an elf shoe. And push that down. And for you. Right. I'll stick it on this way. One for you. Two for you. Oops. There we go. Two shoes. Hair. You need some hair. Make hair. Oh, you saw the Hitchcock movie? Awesome. Yeah. Vicky is scaring Sue. She won't be making any elves anytime soon. Put the buzzer on your oven just to be sure, Susan. Oh, I just poked this guy. Oops. I saw that Hitchcock movie about 30 years ago. It still scares me thinking about it. Yeah. I don't know what movie you're talking about. I actually don't know. This one's got a big head. Oh, I poked him again. hair. Oh. For real, the funniest thing will give you a dream, won't it, though? Well, I have a dressing gown hanging on the back of my bedroom door. It's like my husband's dressing gown's dark blue. If I close my eyes and then open them, you know how you can kind of see in the dark? And it looks like there's a person standing, because my bedroom door is, I painted it white. So my bedroom door is white, but yet the dark blue dressing gown is hanging off it. And it looks like there's someone standing there. So when you open your eyes, like in the dark, it kind of looks like there's a person. I mean, I know there's not, but it's still kind of freaky. Puppets, ventriloquists. Oh, have you seen the little girl? There's a little girl on, I think, Britain's Got Talent. She looks, I don't know how old she is, 10 maybe. She actually sings. She makes her puppet sing. I'm like, it's hard enough to talk, let alone sing. I'm like, wow, she's got a career. You saw her? Yeah, she's good. A hat. He needs a hat. What colour hat will we do? Will we do a red hat? I think you said you watch scary movies. Yeah, I do. Some of Alfred Hitchcock's are black and white, but are brilliant. He was the master of film. Yeah, I've watched, my brain is really not working today. The one where the dude is in the girl's in the shower and the dude stabs her. That's Alfred Hitchcock, isn't it? What was that called again? Motel. It was in a motel. Yeah. Oh, you know the one I mean? Oh boy. Anyway, I watched the original of that, and then I watched the remake of that. And I'm going to say that the original was much scarier. Norman Bates, yeah. Is that what it's called? Anyway, Norman was the guy, yeah. And Psycho, that's it. Yeah, Psycho. Yeah. So I watched the original and I watched the remake, and the original was much better. I've got to say, all the original movies are much better than their remakes. I haven't come across any movies that are remakes that I like better than the original movie. He had mummy issues, yeah. He sure did. The birds, I saw that. Was that the one with the crows? Or what do you guys call them? We call them crows. We call them raven, right? Is that one? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I love scary movies. I just don't like going to bed afterwards. Or to the toilet or anywhere else that I have to walk around the house at any point in time after watching a scary movie because I'm a chicken. I feel like something's going to pop out and get me. Rear window. That sounds familiar. Oh, I've got the head stuck to the glass. It's like a suction cup because it's hollow in the middle. Or hollowish. I need a pom-pom. Let's do a purpley coloured one. I do spots on this hat. Yeah, I might do spots. I'll do white ones. I'll do white spots. Or gold spots. Maybe I'll do gold spots. Oh, I didn't need to do that. I don't know if I remember rear window. But the funny thing is, when I watch a horror movie with my husband, now he doesn't believe in ghosts or spirits or stuff like that. He reckons that if he sees it, then he'll believe in it. So, okay, fair enough, whatever. Me, on the other hand, I was brought up to believe in all that stuff. So, that's what I believe in, right? So, we watch a horror movie together and we're sitting next to each other, or I'm just like leaning on him kind of thing. And there'll be this, suspense, and then something will jump out. And he will jump a mile, and he scares me, and I'm like, Ian, and then he laughs. Oh. I was going to do gold. I'm just going to use these pieces of hair here that I made to do the spots with. I could probably do, actually I might just not do that. I might do green to match the skirt for the spots. Jimmy Stewart broke his leg and had to sit in a wheelchair and look down on a courtyard and thinks he sees a murder. Oh, okay. Wow, I made these too big. Oh. That was that. Alright. Now I have to pull down the back of the skirt so that, again, she doesn't topple over when in the oven. And eyeballs. Oh, that's funny. I just literally get scared after chasing these beads around in circles. After any movie that I watch, it's a horror movie, I can't, I just think something's going to pop out. It just, whether it's like a poltergeist or a, or not, if it's a scary movie, I pretty much want to hold your hand walking around the house. Hi, Michelle. Elf on the Shelf. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that Elf on the Shelf. Yeah, but I like watching them. I don't know. I have this thing. His mum let me watch them when I was young, and my first horror movie was The Exorcist, the original with Linda Blair, and then Poltergeist with the little girl. Nose. I need a nose. Funny story, right? This happened yesterday. My nephew came over, as I said earlier. My nephew came over, and it was my husband and I, wedding anniversary yesterday. We decided to get pizza for dinner. And, Poltergeist was a good one. Yeah, it was. And we decided to get pizza. I got pizza. And, I had 2 pieces left, and I thought, I'll take them out to my nephew because he might like to have some pizza. So I come out with this pizza box, and I'm like, would you like some pizza? There's 2 pieces left in here. You want them? And he's like, nah, I'm good. He's like, no, he's not. He's trying to be good and not eat junky food. And I'm like, oh, really? They're going to go in the bin. I'm going to throw them out. You don't want these 2 slices? He's like, no, I don't want them. I'm like, all right then. I walked back inside, and for some reason I went into the bathroom to wash my face, make sure there was nothing stuck in between my teeth or whatever. And Susan doesn't like the ones that could be true. Oh, we watch those. I do. So I went in the bathroom, had a thank you, Robin. Had a look in the mirror, and on the tip of my nose I had pizza sauce, like, the tomato sauce that comes on your pizza. It was on my nose. No wonder he didn't want these pieces of pizza. Who would want pieces of pizza from a person that's got sauce on their nose? I went back out to him. And I said to him, no wonder you didn't want the pizza. And he goes, why? And I said, because here I am offering you pizza, and I've got pizza sauce on it. And he cracked up and he said, I didn't even notice. Oh boy. I don't have a short nose. My nose gets in the way. Oh boy. But how would you be offering someone pizza and you got freaking pizza sauce on your nose? So you look like you shoved your nose in pizza. Lucky it was family and it wasn't like, visitors or something. Well, that's what I'm thinking, Susan. I thought maybe he's saying no because he thought I was eating out of the box, and stuck my nose in the pizza. Oh, but I wasn't eating out of the box. I was actually eating off a plate. But I have a big nose, so it's not. It gets in the way. I've never had that happen though before. But if he was hungry and wanted the pizza, he would not have cared if I had pizza sauce on my nose or not. Then I was just thinking, thank goodness we didn't have visitors. Hi, Ruth. Hi, Ruth. How are you doing, sweetie? Hope you're well. No, hubby didn't see it because he was in the lounge room. He wasn't even in part of the house that I walked through. There's that one. So that one's I'm just gonna put some eyeshadow on her cheeks as well. Yeah, but hubby didn't see. He didn't see. My nephew obviously didn't look up at me properly. I'm usually not a messy eater. I'm not. I don't know what happened. I was just like, thank God we didn't have visitors. Thanks, Susan. Yeah, the polka dot hat looks cute. It matches the dress. Yeah. Alright, so that's that one. I'm just gonna have to put it here because the I have to move the skirt down. Let's put her there for now. And then we'll do this one and then we're done. So now I need shoes, so we'll do gold shoes again. Funny, Vicky. I have to go get those two out of the oven, but I'll go get them after I finish this one and then swap them over. Put these two in and take those two out. Some shoes. And two. Okay, hair. We don't need these balls. You can hear them calling. Yeah, let me out, let me out. Yeah, it was a cut off finger, yeah. It was. I said to him, maybe you shouldn't be working with that. you know, on your car. And he goes, no, I've been at work for a week already. I'm like, oh, all right then. It's only got a Band-Aid on it now, so... He goes, did I show you the photos? And I'm like, no. I don't want to see photos. Oh. But my other nephew told me about it. Who's Bertie Bobbett? Something about cutting off balls. Oh. Who's Betty Bobbett? I don't know who that is. Somebody needs to explain. It's a lady who denuded a male opponent and landed herself in jail. Oh, okay. Oh, why? Now I sound like a child. Why? Why'd you do that? Lorraine Bobbett? Cut off her husband's man part. Wow. We should... Handy with a knife? Oh, he was hurting her? Oh. He was a jerk? Oh, then he deserved it. Well, just as well she was handy with a knife. She actually threw it out the window. Oh, no, really? That's hilarious. Watch it fly. Oh. That's too funny. Bruce doesn't need all that info. Oh, that's too funny. Oh, let's attach some hair to this poor bald elf here. Bit of a bald patch there, but that doesn't matter. I need a little bit more. Well, I wasn't laughing too much before you came, Ruth, so that's good. How many years in jail did she get? Yeah, it is a bit extreme. But it's funny. Because a normal person probably wouldn't even think of that, would they? I mean, you wouldn't think. Oh. This elf's got a wonky eye. It's crooked. I'm just going to flip it over and see if I can straighten out his eyeball. Alright, that's better. I've actually done the eyes before the hat. Normally I do the hat and then the eyes so I can see where the middle is better. But it doesn't matter, it's fine. I might as well do his nose now. I don't remember, but I think it was very long. I don't think it was very long. Okay. You have to go research it more? I'm not that intrigued. I'm not that interested to find out. But, the eye surgeon, ooh. It's one of my worst nightmares to have something done to my eyes. I don't know. He took her back. Really? Wow. Why? That's just kind of weird. Why would you? Oh my goodness, these guys don't have arms. You guys, you didn't tell me they didn't have arms. I'm gonna make them some arms. Armless elves. Oh, thanks, Vicky. Yeah. Yeah, I bet, Robin. But why would you take it to, why would you go back to her? I'm kind of confused. Oh, that arm's really fat. Really gigantic. I'll cut that in half. And that one will be enough for two of the other, for the other one. Right out of the box. What's that say? John and Lorena Bobbitt were an American couple married June 18, 1989. His relationship made worldwide headlines in 1993. Lorena cut off her husband with a knife while he was asleep in bed. While he was asleep? Wow. Betcha he woke up screaming. Oh. Never want to go to sleep again. And he took her back. My goodness. How did he manage to fall asleep ever? If he took her back. I don't know. Bye, Marie. Yep. Did I put a mouth on you? I didn't put a mouth on you. Hang on. Oh, you're stuck. Oops. That's a cheeky smile. Alright. Uh-oh. Okay. A hat. You need a hat. A hat for you. What colour hat do you want, Look at me now talking to the elves. Let me see. I'm going to do a red hat. Ugh. I don't need those anymore. Woo! I just spilt my seed beads everywhere. No. Try that again. My very, very last comment on the subject. Lorena is using her also appropriate maiden name of Gallo. Oh. Oh. Well, everybody's different. I don't know, I wouldn't live with her. I don't know why he took her back. Weird. Obviously he doesn't have trust issues. Yeah, as you would. Yep, definitely. She would have trouble getting a date, yeah. And your hat for you. I'm going to do a purple pom-pom on your end of your hat to match your outfit. And I'm going to give you some white. Well, I'm using my red hands and rolling on white. It's turning into pink, but oh well. That's why I said you should use baby wipes to clean your hands after using red, but it doesn't matter. Hi Jenny. You just missed the interesting conversation. Well, that's right. I think so, Susan. Yep. And again, I've got to pull down the skirt so that she doesn't topple over in the oven. And I think I might actually leave her hat like that and give her a hat that sits long ways. That's kind of cute. As long as it's not too high, I think it'll be okay. Oh, I'm gonna pop them in the oven and get the other ones out, and we'll see what they look like. I'll be back in a second. I bake them for 20 minutes, but if you go by the instructions on your clay packet, it says 15 minutes per 1/4 inch of thickness. So, but every oven is a little different, so I go by what my oven does. If I put them in for longer, it will crack my clay, and I don't want that. So I put them in for 20 minutes. And if I think they're not, I mean, you can hear they're hard, and if I think that they're not hard enough, I can always put them back in again. But they're pretty solid. Love the swirly hat. Yeah, I like the swirly hats. Yeah, so that one's baked. Well, I'm going to go bake these guys, and I'll be back with the other ones because the other ones are ready. Alright, 2 seconds. Alright. And here are the other two. Oh, pushed a button in a little far there. But yeah, that's the other two. So now we have 3 all baked little guys. I'm cutting scallop circles ready to make tree decorations with the children this afternoon after school. Yay! That sounds like fun. It's 2:30 at the moment. It's 1:42 in South Australia. Well, I've got 2:30 here. Oh no, I haven't. I'm looking at the time that I've been streaming for. I've got 2:13 is what I've got. Well, yeah, I bake them for 20 minutes, Vicky, but like I said, all ovens are different, and you sort of gauge what you need to put yours in for to your oven. 10:13 p.m. 2:13 in New South Wales. Yeah, that's what I've got. 2:13. I'm just cleaning my hands with a baby wipe again. But you can definitely, I don't know if you can see, but you see how pink that is? That's from the red clay. So the red clay really does stain your hands. None of the other clays do that. At least I don't think they do. Maybe the darker colours, like the blue, maybe. I haven't had any of the other colours do it as much as the red does. So, and it's only the Sculpey that I find that does it. No worries. Whew. All done. Bit better. And when you have leftover clay, you can just put it back in the pack, like leave it in the packaging, wrap it up, and it won't go hard. It won't go, rock hard. It'll be good. Or if you don't have the original packaging, you can just use a Ziploc bag and just put it in a Ziploc bag like I have with this one. This one came in a big block that was, I don't know, about this big, and it was a box, cardboard box, and I found doing it this way was a lot easier to store. Didn't take up as much room, so I took it out of the box and just put it in that. Yeah, a toaster oven, that's right, Jenny. That's what I use too. I use a toaster oven. Yeah. Okay. So that's it, guys. This is the last 12 weeks of Christmas series, number 12. This is the last one. No more Christmas stuff. No more Christmas projects coming from me for this year. You'll have to wait till next year. But I will have other stuff that I'll be working on. And I have two different series coming up that I'm going to be starting. So, hopefully you guys will like those. I'll have the link to this up in the group as well. See how this one's head is like, oh, sideways a little. It's like, oh, And this one too, it's a little cocked to the side. They look at me like, oh, don't put me in the oven. You need to move to Australia. Yes. You're welcome, Susan. You're welcome, Vicky. Thanks, Robin. Yeah, do it, Robin. Do it, do it. You're welcome, Donna. Disappointed at being close to the last one I ate. The original ones were smaller than these. That one's a bit warm still. They were smaller, and they look so cute. And going in the oven, I had like 6 or 8 of them at once, and I'm like, I'm cooking little people. Oh. Everything's more expensive here, Robin. Look, I'll talk you out of it. Oh dear. May snow this weekend. Oh, okay, I'm coming. I'll be right there. You don't have to put eyeshadow like I did. I put eyeshadow on the cheeks, and they look really cute without the eyeshadow too. So. You're welcome, Ruth. Thanks for being here, hon. No, I'm not using them for an ornament, no. But if you wanted to turn them into an ornament, at the top of their hat, you would put an eye pin. Just one of these eye pins. Oh. One of these eye pins. If you can see, it's got an eye at the top. No, hang on. One of those eye pins. While the clay's wet, you would put this into the clay, and then you'd be able to hang them. But you wouldn't make them this big. You'd make them smaller, because they'll be heavy for the tree if you're hanging them on the tree. But these ones, these are just sitters. They just sit. Just sit. They're just sitters. Sitting elves. I can't show you how they sit because you can't see. But yeah, they just sit. I think the ones I sold years ago, I put a pin in the hat, an eye pin in the hat. Hit up the stores first. Yeah, bring full suitcases of stuff. Yep, yep. I don't have a pool, so I can't offer that. But I can offer food. We love to eat here. You could run a Tim Holtz black market. Yep. You've had more rain than snow, Jenny. Ruth is saying, please move to Australia, Robin. Bring Tin Man stuff. Ruth has got a bird bath. I can just say, Robin, get a little bit. Get a little bit. Oh, just getting in the bird bath and having a splash. Oh boy. I don't even have a bird bath. I've got a hose. I've got a hose. Oh. Oh, I've got an ancient old bathtub that, you know, with the high sides. Actually, Shell and I were having a conversation about our bathrooms the other day, and she said her bathtub is green, and I said my bathtub is blue. We had the same bathtub, vintage old bathtubs. Oh, I don't know what that is. What's that stand for, Ruth? Rolling on the floor, laughing. I don't know. Rolling on the floor, laughing and can't get up. That would be me, actually. That would be me. I'd have trouble getting up off the floor. It sounds like this. Ow! Oh! Oh! Oh. My new bathroom is a horror story. Doesn't need the blood. Oh, oh no. Our bathroom is ancient. Old, ancient bathroom, and it just hasn't been had anything done to it. It's so small though, you can literally only fit one person in there at a time. And it's got the old bathtub. It's blue. With a blue basin. When it doesn't, at the shower, you have to get into the bathtub to have a shower. Alright, bye Susan, thanks so much. Okay, have a good day. Night. Okay guys, well I'm gonna jump off here. And I'll pop the elves in the group and you can have a look and see the other two that I've cooked. But you saw me make them anyway. So, but you can see them in the group a little bit better. Well, sometimes, you know, you need to get in. There was a movie that I was watching, and he was on the loo. There was one in the shower, and one came in to talk about something. I was like, is that what boys do? They just, doesn't matter if you're busy. Oh. Bye, Ruth. Thanks for popping in. Alright, guys. Bye. I'll talk to you all again soon. Okay. See ya. Where's my mouse? Bye, guys. Bye.